I seriously wanted not to make this video, but now the time itself is behind me and and push me to make this video. And I will first say I know nothing. And yes, what now comes is a paranoid rap, a confusion of German and American folklore, and a little bit deep esoteric view of the whole situation. And I think it's as well Chinese and as well scientific, and it is yes, like I said, a deeper view of the whole situation. And I think it's now important to say what I have to say. The view that the Earth is spinning around the sun is just a very good interpretation of the whole situation, and I love it. I simply love it. Love the global view and the mathematics and the whole discipline of the whole situation, and I don't have a problem with any of these views. And I think, and I don't know if this is a secret or something like that, but I think Elon Musk have a very deep understanding of what's going on. And I don't know if I'm telling too much here, but I stop here and say nothing about this more because I think it is not important. The important thing is to understand that the whole planet situation is also a fractal situation, and then that Mandelbrot doesn't have, he wasn't right, but he was also right. And the word also is a pretty interesting topic in the German language, because even when you talk about auch, the people think they would use the word, but if you are really listen and look around, you get conscious about that the people don't use the word auch conscious. And this is pretty interesting when it gets to religion and politics and things like that, because there you can see where the pros are and where the noobs are. And yes, it's pretty important to understand that Mandelbrot is auch richtig, is also right. And when you look at like this, and you maybe have a deeper interpretation of the whole situation and maybe a deeper view of psychology and the psychology of ourselves and the view and why the eye is looking to the moon, then, and as I said, I don't know nothing, then you maybe realize that it is half a fractal and half a global thing and a science thing. And what does that mean? It means that if you are going to the Mars, you have to pretty study much about the robotics, and you have to watch out that the whole humanity is not forcing you to death, because they have something against this, because it's against their soul, from some of them, and it's probably the better technique to make a robot and to put the robot on the surface of this whatever we think Mars is. And even when you put there some robots, make some photos, you will some time later understand that the material on this planet, the magnetic field, will change rapidly. And this is like a pretty crazy dream is going on there, and it will make people crazy, but you have to understand that it is zero point 0.5 a fractal, and that if you are working with this, if you're making robots, you can change the surface in such a dimension that you can make a dimension in a higher surface, in higher dimension, and you can make surfaces in a lower dimension. And this goes so deep that you maybe, if you go to Mars and go in the deepest dimension, that you can find species that are just in a lower dimension, maybe on the atomic sphere, maybe picosphere, maybe under the Planck time or something like that, under the light. But this is the challenge of robotics, that we make such small robots who are so small that you have problems to see them. But this is the task, and if you ignore this, you're putting very many people to death, and many people will avoid this. And you are thinking you can put humans there. But the whole human planet situation is another task, is another problem or a solution for the whole thing itself. I mean, the universe don't want this. The universe want maybe one person. Yes, one person on another planet is all right, or another planet on another star is all right. But you have to understand that when you put people or whatever on a planet, you have to leave them there, like a child or whatever. You can give him some information, but you have to leave him or it there so that it is there, and don't teach it further. You have to understand that this is the future, and that if you are a good father, you have to let them go. And this is pretty important in the whole thinking about multiplanetary species, because if you ignore this, then you have the the universe as an enemy, and the universe says, "Oh no, you will not get with this predisposition to any other planets." And even if you make a training out of this, you will kill so much people by this misunderstanding of the whole situation, that you maybe, yeah, that you maybe don't understand when the sun goes down or the sun goes up, that you are already standing on the Mars or already standing on the Venus. It's just an interpretation thing. And you are looking maybe to Neptune, Uranus, if you're looking to the sky, because your eye is just your eye, and the thing you use to see this is only an expansion of yourself. And I think they know this, and they are, yeah, they're having really big fun by making all this. But it's a little warning from myself, and I think it's the right information that we have to focus on robotics and make the whole thing robotic. Or yeah, maybe later can we put some yeah, some of our, when we getting gorgeous, whatever, then we can put there our kid, and then the kid will, yeah, live there, make his own nature in some kind of a sphere, like apes in a rainforest or something like that. But we must accept that another planet is another planet, and our, yeah, life, our thing is here and not on Mars, because Mars is also under our feet if we change the perspective.